IRMAA for those with higher income. Hello, I'm Thomas Smith, founder and lead healthcare agent of It's That Time. Medicare loves acronyms and has a lot of them. One such acronym, which took me a while to memorize what it stood for, is IRMAA, which stands for Income-Related Medicare Adjusted Amount. If it was me creating the acronym, I would have gone with YEMYOM, which stands for You Earn More, You Owe More. The theory behind IRMAA, or YEMYOM, being that when Bill Gates became eligible for Medicare a few years ago, why should he pay the same $202.90 as everyone else? Here is how IRMAA works. Social Security, which runs Medicare, takes 2 years of your tax returns, and they apply a formula to them called MAGI, which stands for Modified Adjusted Gross Income. MAGI is very similar to your tax returns adjusted gross income. So to figure out if you are going to be subject to IRMAA or not, you can essentially use that. The threshold for IRMAA is $109,000 for a single filer or $218,000 as a joint filer. That's for the lowest amount of IRMAA. So if you are below that, you can watch this video to say ha-ha to those who have to pay it, because it won't apply to you. If you are above the IRMAA amount, then you will need to pay it with an increasing scale based on your income. If you are IRMAA, what will happen is that after you apply for your Medicare card, at some point a letter will come in the mail from Social Security saying, congratulations, you're IRMAA, and give you your IRMAA level and extra amount you need to pay. Two common questions I get from people is, which returns will they use? It's the last 2 years' returns, but when they switch over to the latest returns is not when you file it. It may be months later that they make the transition. Even more important, people often ask, my income is going down, especially when I retired. When will my IRMAA adjust? The good news is that the government has a form, SSA 44. SSA stands for Social Security Administration, form number 44. It is used when you have what is referred to as a life-changing event, such as retirement, that changes your income. You attach the supporting document, such as a letter from your employer showing that you're retiring and losing your job income. Then voila, in theory, your IRMAA will come off altogether, or at least be adjusted down to a lower bracket. I always say to clients, be proactive and file the form. You don't want to wait an extra year or perhaps longer for the government to catch up with knowing your income is lower. A really good idea is to make an appointment with your local Social Security office to provide your SSA 44 form and your backup documentation directly to a Social Security agent. You'll also want to bring your latest tax return. If you win your IRMAA appeal, it will also be retroactive to the date of your life-changing event. So if you made a few higher payments with IRMAA since retiring, then you should be getting money refunded back. Now let's look at the brackets. This is for 2026 and are based off of the base rate for Part B medical costs of $202.90. Note that most people do not pay anything for Part A, and so no IRMAA applies. The first bracket starts at $109,000 filing single and $218,000 joint. It's $284.10, or around an extra $81 above the normal amount. It works out to a 40% surcharge. But wait, as they say on the Ginza knife commercials, there's more. You also get to pay Part D IRMAA of $14.50. Part D is your drug coverage. People who are not IRMAA payers pay zero to Medicare for Part D. Only those who are designated as IRMAA have the privilege of paying something. So in the lowest bracket, you are paying $298.60 in combination, or an extra $95.50 in surcharge. Bracket 2 begins over $137,000 filing single or $274,000 filing jointly. The cost for your Part B goes up to $405.80 plus $37.50 for your Part B IRMAA for a total of $443.30. Bracket 3 starts at $205,000 filing single and $410,000 filing jointly. Your Part B comes to $527.50 a month. Part D, another $60.40, totaling $587.50. Bracket 5 is for those with over $500,000 in income filing single or $750,000 filing jointly. Your Part B comes to $689.90 a month. Part D, another $91, totaling $780.90 a month. In conclusion, lots of clients bemoan, "It's not fair. I keep getting hit with more and more taxes simply because I did well." Others shrug and say, "I guess owing a lot of taxes is a nice problem to have."